Hi guys, this is Comrade. This is your Comrade, and if you don't know me, I am just a learner, a student, and a teacher. Just trying to share my lessons that I learned throughout my years and some advices that I need to take myself. So this is a reminder to myself, but also a lesson for other people to hear if you never heard of those. So today's lesson is 1%. If you never heard of 1%, it is basically doing a task, but instead of doing full task, you do only 1%. And why is it so effective? Well, I'll tell you right now. The reason is because instead of doing 1%, we usually do 0%. So what do I mean by that? And that means that usually when we have a task that we want to accomplish or a goal that we have in our life, we usually do 100. We want to do 100%. So we're like, what a lot of people say, we're perfectionists. I used to say that too, but it's BS. That's just an excuse to be, what's the word? Procrastinate. There you go. So instead of trying to do either 100 or 0, you do 1%, little tiny 1%. And you think, usually people think, oh, it's barely any progress, like what's the point? And I used to think that way as well. But if you think about it, for me, for example, I'm reading 1 page a day. So the hardest part is to start an activity. So for me, it's really hard to start to read. So when I read 1 page, that's usually I start to like read 2-3 pages instead of 1. But my goal was like a long time ago was like 10 pages a day, and I was consistent for a week, and then I stopped doing it because it was too much for me. And for example, if we take a month, I read 1 page a day throughout the month, which is usually I read like 2-3 pages. So let's do average 2 pages. That is 60 pages a day, roughly speaking, 60 days. And I read, for example, 10 pages a week, which is 70 pages a month that I would read, but I would just have to like forcefully try to make myself read instead of me just reading a page a day, and I feel kind of good about it. And the funny thing is I know 70 sounds better than whatever, a page a day, but at least you enjoy it. And sometimes I even read 10 pages a day when I didn't mean to. Like literally, I would read, maybe average would be not 2 pages, maybe 3. Let's do 3. And that would be what, 90 pages a month instead of 70. And it's already a big progress instead of 90 and 70. That's what's my math? Let's do quick maths, I guess. I would say that's 1/4, 1/3 of your progress. Yeah. Maybe 1/4, 1/5. So that's what 1% is you basically breaking down your goal into small pieces, and you just do one little thing each day. Because instead of 0, which you progress 0%, and instead of doing 0, 0, 100, 0, 0, 0, 100, 0, 0, 0, in the average, it's gonna come to like, I don't know, 20%, 30%. And when you do a page, 1% each day, that would be like 60%. So I wanted to show you guys my schedule, not my schedule, my checklist. Checklists really help. So whenever these are my goals, I can just read it out loud. It's not a secret. It's, for example, yoga. I have meditation I want to do every day, journal, learning like a language or improving my English, working out, reading a page a day, YouTube, and eat extra. Even like the smallest thing I ever do, like for example with meditation, even 1 minute counts as a meditation, and I do a checklist. I do a check. Even if I write a sentence for a journal, that's a check. If I do yoga, if I just do one exercise, stretching, that's a check. So now you see what I mean by 1% is just trying to do something my hair is everywhere. So each day you're trying to do 1%. And it might not feel like a big progress in the beginning, but then these is like a snowball coming from the mountain. When it just gets bigger and bigger, each time it rolls. And then at the end, you just got a massive snowball. So yeah, and I've seen a lot of positive things about it. Not even just like externally, but internally. Like I've been so proud of myself I've been more proud of myself because of that, because I've been more consistent. Even when I don't feel like it, because I do that 1%, I feel like I accomplished it and I did what I required to do. And it's okay if you're not gonna do a perfect thing, like perfect month. It's okay to have off days, but it's just the checklist also will like show you where you've been slacking and when you haven't. For example, here I've been slacking on my meditation and journaling, and I'm like, shit, that kind of annoys me. That is like an empty space there. So it just motivates me to be better next time and just keep doing even though I don't feel like it. So yeah, just do 1% each day. Just write out your goals, break it to the smallest step ever. Even like working out, do 1 push-up a day, that counts. Sometimes you will want to do 2, maybe even 3, maybe even 5. Eventually you'll get there and you will want to do more because you already started. The hardest thing to do is to start, and that's where we get stuck. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.